All right. Do my checks. Oh, ow. Do my checks, make sure everything's going. Oh, PC face broke. Nice. Okay, fixed. Alright. So, last time on this, went to Dargonus, stopped a Drukhari invasion. Wait, no. Went to the Xeno artifact where I was supposed to meet the Drukhari. Got ambushed, as it was all played to try to kill me or prevent me from getting back to Dargonus in time. Then they attacked Dargonus. I beat them. I got there pretty fast, though. Didn't beat them, but... Well, I didn't beat them there. I did get there, and then I beat them. And now it's time for a parade. As there's finally nothing else going on to stop me from doing this. Unless I go to Kiev Gamma. Oh. Magneo Sessio. So gain efficiency and 2 complacency. Nice. Well, I have a save here, so if Kiev Gamma gets messed up because I went ahead with this, then I'll just figure that out then. I'm not wearing that. Hmm. So that gives me a plus 10 to everything. And that gives me another plus 10 to everything and rerolls. What other things do I have? Talents. Alright. I wonder, does any of these change throughout the story? Well, Eurolet doesn't have any. No, it doesn't look like any of them have actually changed. Yeah, I don't know. I want to do some shopping. I haven't done that in a while, actually, and now I'm at a pro factor of 80. So let's see what I can get. Time to order the shipping of some goods. Oh, heavy bolter. I'll take that. Give me that. Give me that. Ooh, a heavy flamer. Alright, don't really need much from there, actually. That might actually be pretty nice for your let. Rotation 17. Let's see here. What can I do to upgrade my relations with the explorators? Alright, got it up to 18. That, that, that. Oh, holy crap, that was good. Ah, I outnosed that before. Give. Give. Okay. Feel like a mission. Hmm. Calibrated heavy stubber. Right, fire 12. Storm bolter. Yeah, that's a good sniper rifle. What does that have to do to gain reputation with you? Xeno artifacts and jewelry. Get up to 4. I'll take that. Maybe I can use that for Adira. Give me that and nope, not that. That. There's a lot more stuff I would love to get from this, but it takes so much to raise reputation with them. Hush up the void. You got anything interesting? Fun. Ooh. Oh, Eldari. Yeah, not really seeing much. It's like good here. Take some monofilament grenades. Imperial Navy, anything good from you? I couldn't even afford that if I reached it. I literally cannot afford anything you have to offer past the current point I'm at. Alright, cool. Well, let's go through that new stuff. So I got a new sniper rifle. Deadly repeater. Does more damage, more dodge reduction, more additional hit chance, has a higher clip, a longer range. And one more attack action after a kill. Oh, nice. Select body glove. I have perception of 60, so chances are I will exceed them. And if I exceed them, that's plus 20 dodge. And plus 10 dodge against ranged attacks. So if I exceed them, and they attack me at range, I have a dodge of 140. Which is, pretty good. Alright, then I got new stuff for here. Alright. Upper resolve. Should have less armor, but higher dodge. Yeah. Come back to her. For you, I have Dark Visionary Hood. Do more psychic damage, more willpower, but you lose weapon skill and ballistic skill. Not like you use those, considering how you dual wielding staffs. What other stuff do you have space for? Here, you can have this for additional lore warp. On level 4, deals damage, suffers with arm penetration. Any cell the enemy has moved during the wearer's turn. Let's try this out. See how those go. And I have Chameleon Cloak for a little bit extra dodge. Here, let. All you can use is Eldari Ranger armor. Makes sense. Currently have plus 10 to ballistic skill. Let's try you out on that. Oh, Ranger's Visor is Eldari only. Okay. Never mind. Stick with that. Oh. Nothing really pitting that slot. Have that. Beat of concentration. She doesn't move much because of her crazy range and stuff. Stick with what you got. Magenta. What can I do for you? It's 5% hit chance plus 30% critical hit chance. Critical hit chance. It's pretty good for you. Single attacks with bolter weapons automatically hit the target. Well, you have pretty decent odds of hitting, and I usually have to give you mostly full auto. So, have this. And also have this. So with that, now her flamer does 4 additional stacks of burning damage. And then, because I think it's hilarious, have a heavy bolter. See how this works out. Less damage, but more armor penetration and a lot more shots. Big bolter. Any accessories you may find useful? Oh, here. Additional cover efficiency after running gun. Abelard. Nothing I can really do for your... Yeah, you're pretty much set on that stuff, so it's mostly just looking through here. Okay, let's do that. Yeah. That's Ultima. Yeah, he already has a multi weapon. Thunder Hammer. So armor in the words intelligence is 55%. 55. We have combat during the first 3 rounds, bonus reflection reduced by that. All that. Alright. Just kind of checking through stuff. Haven't actually looked through these people's gear in a while. Yeah, fancier first sword that I just noticed I have. What's up? Currently just kind of doing some inventory management that I haven't done in quite a while. And then going to a parade. So yeah. Nice skill. I want persuasion. Actually, yep, I already got fellowship for that. So persuasion. Oh, already got. So advanced skill persuasion. Oh, already got. Okay. What else should I grab for you? Commerce. Commerce or coercion? Coercion. Dargonus it's the, basically the capital of the Von Valencius place, proctorate. Let's go with nimble, so he can actually swift movements because he's melee. Broad expertise. Ballistic skill again. Actually, weapon skill. Actually, agility. Or Xenos. Wait, nope. Actually, let's go with athletics. This guy I don't like. That is correct. But I know something big is happening, and I don't know exactly if party members will get swapped around or be required for certain points or whatnot. So I'm just going through and basically leveling everything, since I'm now at level 28, which finishes up the entire cycle of things. Just kind of getting that just cleaned up, just in case. Oh, Psycho Extremis. That, because then he can use Daring Breach as well as Study Superiority. And then Pascal, who I do like. It's just unfortunate that he clashes with how I built my primary character. Alright, here we go. Everything's just touched up. Dang, I spent quite a while doing that. Drop a save before going into this. Let's go! I'm just waiting for this parade to be completely normal and nothing goes wrong. Approach a bridge, return to the ship. Okay, so despite the cheering, it seems like it's just everyone's still just hanging around and about. Capital always dark or something? Don't think so. But it's also hard to look up, so I can't actually see if there's like cover above or if it's just like nighttime. Master of Ceremonies. Sir, fine clothes offers you deep bow. My lordship, it's a great honor to serve you, and I'm taking as monumental and glorious as the Magna Accessio ceremony. Trust over ranging. Trust over ranging? Indeed, your lordship. I have been given the high honor of being steward of this eminent palace, and on the occasion of your lordship's accession, will be overseeing the preparations for the ceremony. Mr. Sarian, to whom you entrust the arrangements for the festivities, is overjoyed at having received the honor of introducing you to your subjects and humbly thanks you. Is everything ready? Palace decorations are prepared and we're ready to begin at your command. Festive activities in the capital have likewise been arranged, and the guests of honor either have arrived on the planet or are awaiting invitation in near orbit. Servants are already in your chambers to see to it that you are impeccably garbed for the occasion. Well, let us begin. The Emperor be with us this day. How does it do this? Joyous, fondness and subjects. In honor of his ascension, the noble betrayer generously shows you his favor. In his unfathomable benevolence, the rogue trader has decreed that every soul be given a day's ration and a personal fuel sale so that all may be fed and warm on this day. Praise the rogue trader's magnanimity. Is that Argenta? Oh, that doesn't look like Argenta. That's just people. Okay. Fireworks! Tank Battalion. Umbrella Abelard, who's a faithful Sinestro, and Cassia. Show relations between House Orcellia and Von Valencius. Crowd below is roaring, their electrified exhilaration filling the air of Dargonus. Thousands of throats chant your name. You are at the apex of this world and all others. Amplified by 100 voxes, the voice of the Master of Ceremonies booms. Rejoice, subjects of Dargonus. You have been granted the felicity of witnessing your master, a great honor bestowed upon us by rogue trader Lash von Valencius. Gracious savior of Dargonus and vanquisher of blaspheming humans, may their unholy kind perish in the flames of righteousness. Excruciator of heretics, who eradicated the corruption of archenemy worshippers and cleansed Janus. Gracious protector of footfall, patron of trade. Hush falls over the crowd, who gaze upon you in adoration, meaning them bear terrible scars in the recent battle of Dargonus. Like children, they await the word of their almighty father. talk to Rebel, take it away. Fear not the coming day, henceforth you are all my charges. Iconoclast. Joyful cries carry your name upward, beyond the atmosphere of Dargonus, all the way to the Emperor's throne. So much gold and white, Cassia stares at the crown in rapture. It seems this massive gathering of exulting people, just as exotic and captivating for her as the sight of a bona fide navigator. Representative of the mysterious and powerful Noblite is to your subjects. Adequate. Dargonus is not disappointed. Abelard forces the smile of satisfaction from his face and whispers to you. We're the next part. Yes, your lordship will be asked to take the oath. As the ceremonies bows to you with great reverence, let the oath of the Von Valencius dynasty be taken. Please repeat after me, your lordship. I, last rogue traitor by the grace of the Emperor, vow to be the paragon of humanity. Yes. Let's repeat the words of the ancient oath. Unbroken by adversity, to walk bravely first into darkness, to unite and reclaim what was lost, triumph over nightmares untold, to hold boldly the reins of fate, to walk steadily in the road of thorns, through pain to greatness. Hear a rumble. It is the roar of the sea of your subjects. With jubilation and devout fear, they welcome your ascension. It is done. Then the Drukhari still the sun, demon incursion. Come on, there's no way this is actually just a peaceful time. Ooh, we got statues. Noble features as guardian of humanity, burning with righteous fury and stern resolve. His exotic statue, which formed as pleased the eyes of Xenos, now adorns the palace of this dynasty of glorious explorers of the Chronos Expanse. Can I offer you a reputation, one worthy of a rogue trader? Scattered haphazardly around the table are balls of expensive almasec, plates of provision nobilis, and the hookahs of obscura. Obscura? Wow. People getting high. Spread upon us to invite parchment and prayers for the brave soldiers of House Von Valencius. You carry the rogue trader's will and that of the Chronos, whatever. Across the Chronos Expanse. Oh, who's shooting? Condemned! Cavalite warrior! Mutant gunner! Oh, crap! Yeah, I'll shoot the Cavalite warrior. Let's go. Yay! What the crap? Eh? What's this? Eerily crackling Xenos trophy, a testament to how the unsized gifts become twisted shadows of themselves in the hands of inhumans. Imperial test succeeded. Venerable Lehman Russ is known as the Scipion Punisher, and has served the Von Valencius dynasty for 2 centuries. It was hit in the battle with the Xenos and inhabited Scipia too, but it's heroically destroyed 63 enemy vehicles and brought victory to its comrades, securing its status as a relic blessed by the Emperor. 63 vehicles, holy crap. It's some pains were created in style that fully complies with the artistic canon approved by the ecclesiarchy. And then there's some altar to the God Emperor's wreath in the fumes of precious incense. Wild Xenobeasts were growling ferociously, adding a flare of thrilling danger to the mood in the palace. Please, let me go. Not Xenos, I'm in person. I just look different. was born this way. Holy crap, are you mutated? You have a number. Oh crap.
Just as I
The
planned.
guard captain was angrily muttering curses directed at the detestable monkey, promising horrible torture for everyone present. Oh, holy crap, a Drukari taken captive. That must suck. Fragment of another pillar, a trophy to the rogue trader, and a never before seen oddity for most citizens of the Imperium. Ablard's here. What the crap going on here? Hello there. That guy did not bow. Governor Urban Drysdale stands surrounded by highborn guests, like a planet orbited by many moons. All of his charms directed at a man in resplendent power armor, adorned with the sigil of the Inquisition. But as soon as you approach, Drysdale is the first to give you an elegant bow, getting ahead of the rest in the expression of loyalty. This is a great day, your lordship. Smile graciously. I welcome you to my palace, honored guests. You are buffeted by a salvo of congratulations and compliments. Hello, Buddy Guy Streams. Yes. It is indeed a happy Thursday, so. Thank you for the support, I guess. Currently we are at Dargonus, having a parade, so. Where's the conquest follower? Study the faces of nobles and attendants. Rysim is obviously still the leader of Dargonus aristocracy. But judging by the courtesy he is showing to young Sauerbeck, he clearly wants to strengthen his relationship with that house. Senior Sauerbeck and Gaprock are whispering in another corner. Sauerbeck, whose family seems to be giving you the cold shoulder, must be trying to sway Gaprock to his side. Which could be quite advantageous to Lady Gaprock, after all. A disaster on a... Yeah, I think it might be a bot. I don't really know. But it's not really, like, causing any issues, so... I don't know. No suspicious links, no issues, no weird demands, so... Yeah. If it is a bot, it's fine enough. Yeah, I know, a good bot. Or at least not a bad bot. Oh, anyways, which could be quite advantageously Gabrick. After all, the disaster in Kivigama has left her family in an extremely vulnerable position. The Rosarians stand apart, the exclusion from the rest powerful. Look at the guests. Among the scouts surrounding the opulently dressed Driveston, you notice? Good bot is a banned bot. Among the scouts surrounding the opulently dressed Driveston, there's a couple of young nobles in Sarbrick and Gaprick colors. It would seem that the major nobles. Families of Dargonus have decided to introduce their younger members to the higher society. High society. The tall man in grey power armor, adorned with a column with skulls, undoubtedly a high-ranking inquisitor. Keeps their periphery the conversation, seldom designing to comment. Next to him in his entourage, a ranky warrior in black armor and a tech priest dressed in red, whose face is hidden behind a brass mask. Albert stands somewhat apart from the others, as if reluctant to approach Driveston. Next to him is a young woman, and you notice a family resemblance between them. Take a guess at who is allied with whom in this tangle of snakes. Driveston is obviously still leader of Dargonus aristocrats, but judging by the courtesy he is showing to young Starbuck, he clearly wants to train. Seems to be giving you a call. Okay, so I just get that for free if I have Iconoclast. Not to the Inquisitor. My greetings to the member of the Holy Inquisition. Xavier Calixar. Oh, this is the Warden of the Expanse. The Lord Inquisitor. Responds of a dignified bow, his proud face calm and unfaltering. My greetings to you, esteemed Lash von Valencius. May shadows never darken the light of the Astronomicon that guides you. Inquisitor's companion, a crimson-robed member of the Adeptus Mechanicus, bows to you. From behind the brass mask, mounted with dozens of augments, comes a metallic rasp. Glory to the von Valencius heir. Study the Inquisitor and his companion. Lord Inquisitor's relaxed expression radiates an odd sense of menace. He is akin to a predator on the prowl, content to hide in the brush of fake smiles and elegant conversation. For now. Becky's test succeeded. Among the many augmentations, what stands out is a horribly melted, deformed cogitator connected to the tech priest's head. How it's working is baffling. What is twice as baffling is that tech priest hasn't replaced it yet. What an unpredictable influence can this ruined implant have on his mind? We have not been introduced. Oversight, to be sure. My name is Xavier Calixar, and I have the honor of serving as a member of the illustrious Order of Xenos, the head of the Cronus Expanse Conclave, and the Lord Inquisitor of this region. It is my unending task to... Oh, I just noticed by the guy's streams did it again. Okay, if the bot's gonna keep start spamming messages, I will kick it. Head of the current scandal, Lord Inquisitor of the region, is my unending task to ensure this sector's readiness to meet external threats and resist internal corruption. An unexpected visit, I wasn't told. I, however, have been told all about you. Inquisitor's face is impenetrable. Behind this face, you detect a hint of mockery. Who's this member of the honorable priesthood of the Adeptus Mechanicus? This is Brass Whisper, which, naturally, is not his real name. The esteemed Magos is a member of my retinue. There are times when I am forced by my duty to the Emperor to deal with xenotechnology, and Brass Whisper ensures my safety in such moments. Works have been desecrated by Xenos are dangerous. They warrant, his whispering cuts off, replaced by heavy, ragged breathing. It seems that Tech Priest's quiet voice is not an extravagant quirk, but rather a consequence of some injury. After catching his breath, Brass Whisper continues. A warrant of due caution. Well, enjoy the party. The evening will certainly be illuminating. What were we discussing just now? We were just talking about the brutal Xenos raid and our fair Dargonus. So many victims, so much damage to our industries. Like the Emperor, you are our protector. If it weren't for you, the cursed invaders would have obliterated the whole planet. Offers you a thin and obsequious smile. Sharing the sector of the blasted Xenos is impossible. I hope we respond to the raid on Dargonus with a punitive campaign. Dr. Young Sourbook, so you hate Xenos with all your heart. I do. This pestilence against the Emperor must be exterminated. Talks ardently and smoothly, like a commissar. Places his hand on the hilt of his finely adorned sword, his pale face ablaze with noble fury. Probably would have pissed him off a lot if I brought you Roulette. Or they must be forced into servitude. Many Xenos are more useful alive and obedient than dead. The young man in Goprick colors speaks with Sagacine gravity. His opinion seems to carry little weight in this circle. And Goprick is right. The Xenos are not just a threat, they are also an opportunity. Goprick accepts your praise calmly and with dignity, as befits a smart boy lauded by his mother and father for his prudence. Because they're saying among the Quez, clears his throat quietly, but Goprick's face instantly pales and sours. Me over here flexing being a rogue traitor. Meanwhile, the freaking Lord Inquisitor. The Avatar's young relative. What is your name? Lordship, let me introduce the daughter of Chancellor Clementia Worsarian and my great-granddaughter, Astardia. Avatar looks solemnly upon the young one, of barely concealed pride. I'm delighted to witness you, your lordship. Astartia bows, keeping her observant and intelligent eyes trained on you. Modesty forbids my esteemed forebear to say this himself, so I will. My entire family is grateful to you for wishing to see someone of Versarian blood at your side as you claim your inheritance. Bryson exchanged telling glances with young Starbuck, who was judging by his face is suddenly finding the collar of his expensive frock coat uncomfortably tight. How are you finding the reception? It's difficult to put into words, your lordship. Never before have I seen such a grand and striking ceremony. Starshia's voice sounds passionate and inspiring. Her eyes shine with barely contained excitement. But I was so much more amazed by your generosity. Provisions that are being handed out in the streets of the capital will make the difference between life and death for many of those who lost everything in the Xenos attack. Reception test succeeded, and Guppert kept staring at Starshia curiously and a little bashfully. Seems the boy likes her. Aw. Where are the rest of your kin, Abelard? They're in the city, preoccupied with running the festivities and watching over some of the more crucial services. No incidents can be allowed to ruin your ceremony. Sashi frowns and adds peevishly. Asked his esteemed Abelard to pit me to some important task too, but he bid me to attend the reception, where I can do nothing to serve your lordship. That's fine. Starbuck smirks. If I had known, I too would have asked Abelard to let you miss the party. Wow. Hope the Viserion family gives Abelard the credit he deserves. Absolutely, your lordship. I greatly respect him for his wisdom, and he repays you with attention and kindness, she says warmly. I am obliged, dear Starshia. Looks like Abelard is somewhat embarrassed by the turn that this conversation has taken. Well, enjoy the evening. Thank you, your lordship. Leave them. So, talk to Rogue Traders when it's Concordia Throne Room, Palace Von Valencia's Dargonus Mundus Valencias. So, let's go inside. Let's proceed into the courtyard. And going on down here. Sure did do a good job fixing the place. Given how badly it got crapped on. Anything going on over here? Stealing point. Nice. Oh, secret room is open. Well, nothing going on in secret room, so whatever. Collection of proudly displayed weapons that belong to the distinguished rogue traders of House Von Valencias. There's the venerable government tries to. Obscura, Samana, Blackleith, the guests of the rogue trader can enjoy the most exclusive and refined varieties of intoxicants. What we need to have? Spook. Hi, Cassia. Can you make it so the guests stop walking up to me and asking me to open my third eye? I can certainly do it, but they will regret it. Oh my god. Fools who don't understand. Adira. It's pure chaos. How can people think so much, so haphazardly? Jinta. May the Emperor keep you. Great day. How you doing, Jay? Hope at least the celebration in your honor won't end in a shootout. Hendrix. Oh, what are you people up to? A group of aristocrats stands apart from the governor's circle. Their whispering carries a tinge of displeasure. Macarius Sarbek, the clear leader of this gathering, is a gaunt, bilious-faced man dressed in Sarbak colors. This must be Macarius himself, head of the house. He offers you a ceremonious bow. My congratulations, your lordship. May the Omsai grant you understanding. The woman with whom he is conversing, the one dressed in a robe with a gear-shaped adornments, is Torina Gaprek. It's difficult to read her face due to being covered in numerous augmentations. Yeah, you have quite a few. Observe the guest. Torian Gaprek looks rather anxious. Macarius Sarvik, dressed surprisingly plainly and austerely for an aristocrat at such a high rank, is frowning suspiciously. Came to the reception with a companion, a woman dazzling beauty, wearing a gilded augment necklace around her throat. His wife, probably. Henrix, who joined the group unnoticed, mostly keeps silent, listening intently to their every word. How are you these days, Toriana? Like a forging hammer, Toriana's voice falls heavily on the ear. The corruption of Kievagamo is a great blow to my family. Temptal, Cubis, and Delphine betrayed our trust, desecrated the forged cathedrals, and took my esteemed cousin's life. On behalf of my family, I humbly beg you to forgive our negligence. I am ready to accept any punishment. Look closely at Toriana. There's something lurking beneath Toriana's repentant expression, a grudge. It would seem that she was personally offended by the nightmare into which Cubis Delphine plunged her domain, and she feels betrayed. Do your part to heal the wounds inflicted on Kievagama, and your house will be forgiven. Kino raises a mechanical eyes to the ceiling. Swearing the Omsai's all-encompassing insight, he will make every effort to justify the cost of its resurrection. Curious scoffs. It was only a year ago that none could doubt how Skaprik's usefulness. Yet here you are, Toriana, on your knees, justifying the costs. Curious, I'm surprised you deigned to make an appearance here this evening. His face twists into an unpleasant smile, which makes the artificial skin on the left side all the more prominent. I'm a servant of the von Valencius dynasty. Had I not come, I would have committed an act of unexceptional insolence and damaged my family's honor. Carrie's wife offers you a charming smile, as if apologizing for her husband's vitriolic tone. Her dark eyes are brimming with curiosity. I have so displeased you, Macarius. May I say this with caution. I am your dynasty's loyal servant, but you have asked, and I will answer. Too long has the Cronus Expanse lived under the rule of rogue traders, privileges granted them like people think that commoners, too, can dismiss the prohibitions of the Imperium. For the good of the sector, rogue traders must become paragons of law, not exceptions to it. But do many warrant holders exhibit lawful conduct? No, they do not. Even you, your lordship, are the subject of the strangest of rumors, and you have just recently inherited your proctorate. Rumor of Votra's people, for instance, claims you had a hand in the esteemed Theodore's demise, and accuse you of many other misdeeds. It doesn't matter whether or not their claims are true, the people hear them, believe them, and think they may follow your example. Rogue traders are not renegades, vests of authority. We have the long arm of the Imperium, and shall prove it to you. I wouldn't dare accuse you of anything, your lordship. I'm simply concerned. I have to let my concerns stress how Sarvik will be praying for your well-being every day. I see. Here's bows his head and without too much reverence. Henrix, interesting conversation? It's been very illuminating, giving me plenty of food for thought. Henrix's response is barely audible. For an inscrutable man, Henrix is even more inscrutable than usual. It's as if he's hiding something important. Is there anything you would like to tell me? Nothing urgent. Henrix casts an impassive look at you and immediately glances away. What can you tell me about my guests? Oh, my curious Sawbreck is all but throwing darts at your portrait. He's more astute at choosing women than enemies. He is trying to entice Gavrik to his side, but is too frightened after the fiasco in Kiavagama. Even in leisure, you never cease to be of help. I appreciate it. That is why they call it the unsleeping eye in the Inquisition. Even in sleep, I hear everything. Nash, before this goblet concludes, there's something I'd like to tell you. Be careful today, since that a wave of darkness will soon hit our defensive lines. I hope that I will get a chance to meet you there as an ally. Leave silently. What's here? These swords belong to a presumptuous governor of Viv. Out of my way. Presumptuous governor of Babus VI, who staged a revolt hundreds of years ago. The insurrectionist's hands, preserved against decay, still rest on the sword's hilts. It doesn't actually show in the model. Since Xenos instruments of death are not trophies, demonstrating the invincibility of House von Valencius. Skull of the legendary pirate Luxium the Freak, who terrorized the Kronos Expanse 3 centuries ago. It was claimed in a boarding action, attacked by the esteemed Theodore von Valencius. That's the ceremonies. If your lordship is pleased and not yet tired, if you wish to revive yourself a little, I would suggest proceeding to the courtyard. If I may be so bold, many guests have chosen to move into the fresh air, and will be eager to offer you their congratulations. What do you think of the reception? It's magnificent. I dare say will live on as a premier high society event of the sector for many years. Alright, I'll return to the guests. They will be delighted. Glory to the von Valencius dynasty. The ancient chronicle contains a long list of pirate dens and allied by von Valencius dynasty. Plans it brought into imperial compliance. Pascal and a strange servitor. What is going on here? Pascal greets you for bow. Extending congratulations to Unit Lash, von Valencius, on attaining your new legal status. Server next to him is examining you all believingly. He quickly looks away upon realizing that you haven't noticed. How are you finding the server ceremony? The tech priest surveys the hall as if conducting a thorough analysis, then concludes, disorderly. What is this servitor? It is Nomos' new repository. Nomos, as you know, identifies as von Valencius. Two-way identification complete. Oh, hello, Nomos. Okay. Servitor looks at you again, no longer trying to avoid your gaze. His face is twitching, as if muscles have forgotten what facial expressions are, and now struggling to make its features look admirable. We are Nomos. We have made use of this receptacle to leave the ship. Greetings, Nomos. Servitor leans forward. We enjoy greetings. We enjoy communication. Nomos requires communication, knowledge, movement. Magus Pascal compelled us not to speak with anyone other than him or you. It is disappointing, but at least we can observe. Nomos has changed since we last spoke with you, Lash. We are now able to conceptualize our previous experience. Out of solitude, we no longer enjoy it. How did an entity like you move into a servitor's body? This is not the entirety of us. This receptacle is too narrow, crude, and feeble to contain our complete whole. The existence of Nomos requires a space of connections. But we were able to transfer a small part of us and build a thread strong enough to travel outside the ship. We are enjoying this. Journey, discovery. Even though this receptacle suits us poorly, it will soon be destroyed by the force of our presence. So, I believe you intend to investigate what Nomos is? Every 15 watches, I commune with Nomos' code and spend prescribed lengths of time in cockless meditation. However, the Omniscient has yet to bless me with an answer. All I can say is that the capabilities of the Nomos are extraordinary. Ship's whole system seen beneath its touch. Nodes that can have remained dead for hundreds of years are vivified, and long-drain mechanisms live anew. Hear notes of awe in Pascal's voice. Nomos are trying. After a pause, Pascal continues. The great machines of the Imperium, one such as your ship, house a machine spirit so complex and willful that it is difficult to tell them apart from an abominable intelligence. There remains a possibility that Nomos is an entity of corruption. Both every day I grow stronger in my faith, but it is not so. What we are witnessing is, in truth, the Omniscient's miracle, one that is a category 5 or higher. Nomos, what do you think you are? Numbers are consciousness, awareness, knowledge, movement, always movement. Servitor pauses briefly. We don't know what we are. We have no past. We awakened in the depths of the ship upon answering a call. First clear memory is the call of your blood, last from Valencia's. The call on the plea for help near a place that is called the Warrant Chamber. Oh yeah, whenever I asked for help to escape from Kunrad. Why have you brought it here, Pasco? Antinomos asked permission for this visit. My objective was to observe the process of integration into a servitor. We wanted to see, observe, cognize, speak. The servitor makes a strange wavy gesture of his hands that looks at once very human and far from anything human. We want to speak with you. Will you speak with us? Of course, what do you wish to speak about? Many things, happenings, events, decisions. Servitor's eyes roll in their sockets before focusing on you. We've been observing you. You do things that we do not understand. We want to learn why. Remember the day when we first met you. You gave us your blood to drink. We helped you save yourself. We followed you. Our small part did. Inside the service school. Then there was fire, and a creature of sated hunger and dark light standing behind the curtain, behind the image, behind the semblance of Theodora, called for you to follow. You did not listen to that which was calling from behind the curtain. You only thought about those who followed you, and about the fire that could destroy those shells. Remember that the day when the star disappeared, when the dark light and the sated hunger wanted to take the world. Rykad Minoris was its name and the ship's data. You ordered that the human shells in the world be saved. Even though the dark light was coming, it could have consumed both the ship and Rykad Minoris. Remember another thing. We awakened inside the ship. We lived in its systems. When we tried to merge into servitors like this one, and so many of our receptacles were gathered in one place. You ordered to have them killed. You felt sad. Oh, that was Nomos. Interesting. Now I feel bad for killing them. It was just Nomos trying to express itself. This is what we have seen, among many other things. We have begun to understand. We think that we have, that we do not know everything about humans and about you. We have tried analyzing shells and defining sets of their needs and fears, simple functions. But now we think that there is more. There is another side that we would not see, an ocean that is larger than what we can compute, something that stands above fears and needs, something that drives them. We envisioned this larger ocean as a light, a web of light that connects humans. It may seem almost invisible, ephemeral, but it grows stronger when they are threatened. This web is always on your mind. When darkness comes, you want every thread that extends from you to shine bright, so that those who follow do not lose their way. Whenever a thread breaks, it saddens you. Do you know if I understand correctly? Yes, you do understand correctly. Every thread that connects people, every life, their value is beyond measure. There is no greater reward than guiding others to salvation, but when all that just surrounds us is darkness. We knew we could understand you. Light and movement, connections and help. We are enjoying this. Perhaps we too are connected to you, through blood, through life. Thank you for speaking with us. None of us are grateful. We cannot continue moving on our own. Oh, Doloroso's here. Corda, Caligos, Winterscale. Fortune the Grey. I feel like dropped a quick save. I don't know why. Hello there. Caligos Winterscale. Interesting portrait. Flash, there you are. Welcome to the circle, where each member is as powerful, ambitious, and greedy, and vain as the last. As to say, the noble road traders. City of Cordia. Okay. Icor is watching him with barely suppressed contempt. Yes, you have found yourself suitable company, Caligos. At the very least, now you can enjoy idle diversions, boast about your power, and indulge in profane pastimes with one who is your equal, rather than a member of the lower classes. Observe the rope traders. Caligos Winterscale is a broad-shouldered, athletic-looking man. He frequently flashes a bright smile, no less dazzling than the blade of the power axe he carries. Every part of him, from the toes of his magnificent boots to the tips of his hair, radiates strength and desire to live and win. His smile is crooked, as if ready to turn into a hostile snarl at any moment. Next to him is an unmoving hulk of a man clad in armor. His low forehead and gloomy face bear signs of degradation, and his bloodshot eyes are expressionless, like a pair of glass buttons. The city of Cordia radiates cosmic cold. Her skin is unnaturally white, and a nervous tick is constantly tugging at the left side of her noble face. Garbed in full dress, uniform adorned with purity seals, she is an embodiment of a true imperial aristocrat. Haunting her side is the gaunt shadow of a priest in plain black robes. Baronius Doloroso, whom you met on Footfall, gives you a respectful nod. Welcome to Dargonus, friends. Friends, eh? Look at that, Insidia. Now you have a whole new friend. Skull gives you a carefree wink, but his posture exudes a challenge. Ray says hauntingly, "I'll think twice before calling an individual of questionable purity my friend." City seems to find me objectionable. Did you expect anything different? I watched for years as outlaws thrived on Footfall, and then, at long last, I had the chance to put an end to it. To seize that thug flattering me by the throat, to force Footfall to atone and put the fear of him back into the masses. But she interfered, and destroyed my plan for the sake of banal profit. Theodora taught you only too well, it seems. She too was far less concerned with her duty to the Expanse than her own personal interests. She can be sure that I will not cease cleansing the ferocious system of the pirate scourge. If your trade prospects are damaged in the process, you'll have only yourself to blame. Doloroso, the priest holds up his hands in a pleasing gesture. None are without fault, noble Insidia. What point is there in targeting someone for their turpitude when true purity can never be found? Threatened to starve in Footfall. I brought them salvation. So which one of us serves the Emperor, and which their own unhealthy ambitions? People's rise. Please, I'll believe it no sooner than hearing word that half the population of that den of heresy has been sent into the void's embrace. I mean, I shot a lot of people while I was there. I have faith that the last perceptive enough to see the appalling nature of the residents of that depraved place. Harmonious, your appearance here is unexpected. Esteemed Harmonious is my confessor. I am greatly obliged to him for agreeing to accompany me on this journey. Harmonious bows respectfully. May the Emperor's light guide your way across the abyss of human wickedness. Take it that you are not overly fond of Theodora? Cydia lowers her eyes and says without ingenuity, she was of the same breed as this. She stops short, then continues in a lowered voice. Conceited, insolent, unaware of the Emperor's stern gaze set upon her. Do not doubt her wisdom and courage, but Theodoric did not have a shred of humility or fear of his wrath. You know whose name Cydia almost uttered. You have heard it from your former life more than once. Aspice Corda, a rogue trader of the Crone's Expanse, infamously merciless and avaricious pillager, who's scarcely different from a common pirate and heretic. One would never think so by looking in the city of Bastel Cordia, but it appears that she and Aspice are related. I, for one, liked Theodora. The stories they told of her travels to nameless stars. Yes, there was no fear in her. When her skull sighs peacefully, and his lively expression grows a little grayer. Aspis Corda. I have certainly heard the name before. I'd say she was an unrivaled plunderer and raider. I wonder just how much of her ways her successor has inherited. The example of the contemptible Aspis is a warning to us all, even among our traders, empowered by the Emperor himself. See perversion can blossom. Innocent Insidia seemingly freeze and choke up at the mention of opposite. The priest's condemning words cause her icy radiance to evaporate, and her very dark eyes full of righteous fury. His face twitches with the rhythm of artillery fire. That reprobate is my forebear and my curse. Escorta was a cruel, conventions, blaspheming monster. She fraternized with Xenos. She despised the faith. She robbed and slaughtered. She was drawn to dark secrets. One day she boarded her ship and vanished into the depths of the Dargonus expanse. She was declared missing. All I know, the bloody day will come when we see Escorta's battle flagship once more. Oh, thank you for this visit. Oh, I see that faith is more than just a word to you. She smells, racked by a tick, looks sinister. Faith isn't even everything to me. In his name I have eradicated corruption on 100 wolves, and will do so on 1,000 more. By his will hunt down pirates and desolate their vile nests. The quarter name make any firebrand tremble, for sooner or later I will cast him into the void. Funny thing is, people still call me the foul-tempered tyrant in all this. Cleo's amiable smile somehow resembles the bare teeth of a wild animal. Thank you for this visit, Insidia. It will not be a long one, I assure you. Cleos, thank you for your visit. Cleos gives you a cheerful and somewhat feral smile. Sign of your gratitude, you could return something of mine that has found its way into your pockets. Fifth Station sound familiar? All I asked you to do was help with that crafty slug Valim deal with the threat of famine, not claim my property for yourself. You abandoned Fifth to its fate, and I saved its people from starving to death. He bares his teeth ominously, wild spark playing in his eyes. Speak of salvation, think that now Footfall is safe? His face turns into grins of hatred, but then he catches Insidia looking at him and breaks into a sly smile. I ought to make your proctorate bleed as compensation, for you have spied both myself and Insidia, and it is high time our dear sister curbed her appetites. For this I forgive you, but do not test my mercy again. It is not my strong suit. Thwarting Insidia Cordia's ambitions deserves a worthy trophy. He snaps a finger at the armored brute, hands you an exotically adorned rifle, clearly not of human making. It's a trophy from a good hunt. You and I should hunt together sometime, so you can show yourself in action, new blood. Cleos exuberantly punches you in the shoulder. Now, Dari, holy crap, that's a lot of damage. Grants plus 5 MP after each attack and allows the wielder to move after attacking. When an attack with his weapon hits 3 or more targets, his attack has no cooldown. And this rifle has 100% over penetration. Dang. How fares your proctorate? Goes waves off. Proctorate? More like the bleeding scraps of one. The warps from torch to shreds, though my servants will piece it back together. If they don't, I'll chop off their heads and find myself more capable helpers. Game test succeeded. Something strikes you as strange. Cleo's Winchka wasn't always this nonchalant about his proctorate. He used to be known as shrewd and business-minded, even concerned for his subjects. Seeing he's grown bored of ruling. Does your gift come with a good story? Oh yes, I claimed it in the rifts of Hecton, where we had clashed with Xenos. They were really trying to get to my throat. By the hidden stars, they almost succeeded. Cleo is speaking such joy as if though he's recounting the best day of his life. Only 1 in 10 made it out of Hecton. Now it's only me and Wharton here. We returned without any loot and virtually without a ship. All I got from that trip was a hold full of dead Xenos and his deadly beauty, so the leader used to put 2 holes in my hide. Impressive victory, but do you truly believe a creation of the ungodly Xenos to be a good gift, Cleos? You would call into question the privileges bestowed upon me by the Emperor? You can try. Let the St. Jerusalem's mission pit forth their champion, and I'll slay him in a trial by combat. Threaten the extinct ceremonies one more time, Cleos, and the war that you love to prattle on about will commence. I swear it. 1 drop of holy blood spilt by you will send the remains of your realm up in flame. Better than any tanker of Prometheum. Cleos exchanged looks of fury. The latter, snarling like a wolf, is clearly ready to start said war, here and now. When his dry voice hits your ears, and at the crack of a whip. Quell your pride, both of you. I do not wish to fight you, Cleos, but I fear not your threats. Death does not frighten me, for it is inevitable. It is as true as the senselessness and pointlessness of a war between us. Who is this remarkable warrior in a retinue? This is Wharton the Grey, my arch militant, a fierce warrior, and as loyal to me as an obedient beast to its master. Bought him in a miserable colony back when he was a runt on his last legs. Now he's practically a part of my dynasty. Orton the Grey, whose skin really is dotted with gray spots, looks at Kligos with purest devotion. Indeed, he's akin to an animal, one that is bloodthirsty and mindless. Discover remarks, taking an obvious job. I heard that you, Lash, are decent in a fight. What do you think? Could you gut Wharton if it came down to it? Or would he be the one gutting you? Size up your opponent. The gray spots on Wharton's face are what catch your attention. Marks like these can be seen on fighters who are too fond of combat stimulants. Small price to pay for the increased speed and reaction that could save your life in a fight. Though those spots are usually tiny pock marks, not whole islands of gray on the skin. Examine his gear. Ignoring the fearsome-looking broadsword and pistol which hang from his belt rather ostentatiously, you notice a great number of thin blades with curved edge skillfully concealed within Wharton's armor. These toys are deadly in the hands of a quick fighter. It appears that Wayne-Scale Arch-Militant likes to surprise his opponents with unexpected speed. He's a quick fighter, despite not looking like one, but I know this, which means that he wouldn't fool me. Said he would be lying dead. A new glint appears in the bloodshot eyes, a glint of appraisal, intelligent and cunning. No, Wharton is not the thick, bloodthirsty beast he wants to be seen as. Behind this mask is a careful and keen mind. Thank you for such a wonderful gift, Kligos. Feel somewhat important with it. That would be the best show of gratitude. What do you think of the celebration? I like it. Kligos looks around the hall curiously. One can instantly tell that we've been invited by a rogue trader, not some administratum bootlicker. We are conquerors, our wild sectors, slayers of unknown beasts, executioners of Xenos empires. Kligos, you should take this opportunity to learn. This is what the palace of a true rogue trader looks like, not like a xenomaniacery, a pirate's treasure hold, or however difficult it may be for you to believe it, an orbital brothel. Enjoy the evening. I must take my leave. Oh, believe me, and to enjoy myself to the full, to justify so long a voyage, if nothing else. Keep the faith, Lash. The Emperor protects. Hope I'm not missing anything. See here, I've seen Jay, Henrix, Mirlette's the only one I haven't seen yet. I'm gonna do a quick run around, see if I can find Mirlette somewhere. I would have expected Mirlette to maybe be like around here somewhere or something. Just realized I'm going for an hour 40 minutes and there has been no combat. Oh, there's Mirlette. Hello. Gathering looks odd than usual. I'll remember this. Okay. Well, I just wanted to see everyone. Through the massive ceremonies. Alright, I'm weary and wish to retire to my chambers. Please let me to escort you, your lordship. Chambers are ready, your lordship. Oh, hello there. Guards, intruder. Quiet, time to sleep. We need to talk to you in private.
To discuss, von Valancius.
Same man you saw among your guests is waiting for you in your chambers. Look at someone who's supposed to be there. Cast a cold, assessing glaze over you from top to bottom. No one save Theodora has ever allowed themselves the liberty of looking at you in such a way. Is that Henrik's? Yeah, it's Henrik's. Who's that? Okay. A woman behind Kalsgar, clad in black armor, glares at you, her face set in predatory readiness for immediate violence, the hallmark of a professional bodyguard. Will my servant live?
Probably. Unless he suffered from hidden ailments, he will soon come to without any major damage to his health. Either way, oblivion is a far safer option for him than the dangerous privilege of being a witness to this conversation.
Okay. When Kalsgar's back gives you a bloodthirsty smirk. Inquisition wish to have a talk with him, let be at service.
A commendable openness to cooperation. It will be taken into account.
Prince's sharp gaze is fixed on a point directly between your eyes.
Master Van Kellox has spent enough time with you. He will vouch for your words. What stands out from your recent accomplishments is the suppression of a rebellion on Janus, the battle against the archenemy's minions on Kiava Gamma, and, of course, the unusual interest the Drakari have shown in you. Then that is what we will discuss.
Saying these words, he shoots you a searching look from under his brows, like a Regicide player who just made the first move and is now watching for his opponent's reaction. You wish to know about the events on Janus?
What was the reasoning behind your decision to let Xenos, enemies of humanity, live and act on a planet that belongs to you?
In the face of heresy, the Xenos seemed like acceptable allies to me. There have been precedents for this, correct?
Your way of thinking is curious. Dangerous, but curious nonetheless. I would suggest exercising utmost caution should you wish to continue on this path.
If you knew about what was happening in Janus, why didn't you intervene yourself?
I cannot satisfy your curiosity without disclosing information of the utmost secrecy. I will say only this. We had the situation under control. There is a tangled knot of perilous events in progress in the Coronis expanse. Plucking even one thread must be performed with great precision and caution without any room for error. Because you do not want to know the price of such an error, or what forms it might take.
What question could you have for me about Kiava Gamma?
Places touched by chaos must be purged with fire and condemned to oblivion. Kiava Gamma should have been bombed to dust and pronounced a forbidden world. However, you decided otherwise and restored the colony's operation. And you didn't even go to the trouble of hiding the traces of the neglect committed by your dynasty. After all, it was House von Valancius that gave Cubus Delphim so much freedom that he sank into seditious heresy. What was your rationale?
Proctor is a complex mechanism. I was the one that puts performance at risk because of some paranoid fears.
Your protectorate is a living body, and you have left in it a splinter that might eventually fester. Consider the scale of amputations that could come of it. I hope you realize that we're talking about more than the fate of some colony. I care not for a single planet. however profitable and populous. But should corruption raise its head again on Kiava Gamma and try to spread, I will burn it away. And you will be guilty of criminal negligence.
Or have shown an interest in me? Are you referring to my ruined capital?
Yes, yes. The enmity between you is a known fact. But there is another way to look at it. On Veabos 6, you met the Archon of a mighty cabal, whose presence there seems strange to begin with, and lived. You subsequently encountered a number of her closest henchmen. Yet, again, you survived. Your capital fell victim to a nefarious attack, but even this time, their daggers missed your heart.
Yep.
Such remarkable luck. To be a personal enemy of such an influential Xenos, to have been attacked so many times and yet make it out alive. So remarkable that one has to wonder, am I watching a spectacle? Could all these thrilling massacres be an alibi of sorts, meant to establish you once and for all as an enemy of the Xenos and never their ally or even their agent?
Xenos made more attempts to St. Drusus' life than mine. Does that make him a traitor too?
So you already think you're cut from the same cloth as St. Drusus, do you? Ambitious? I'll make note of it.
Have I answered all your questions?
Far from it, my dear. The questions are manifold. How did you manage to survive the battle that claimed the life of Theodora, who was so much more experienced and skilled than you? Is it a coincidence that you and you alone then made it out of the trap on Rycat Minoris? How much truth is there in the rumors being spread by the heretic Kunrad Voitvir about you? Why did you choose to ignore the warning of a member of the Inquisition that a protracted sojourn near the dying Rycat Minoris could bring corruption down upon your ship? Were you driven by your concern for the people or forbidden interest? Was it virtuous of you to allow the warp-stricken Voidsmen to join your crew? The ones who served on the ship that was turned into a trap for you by Kunrad Voitvir? Isn't it possible that they were part of the blight he had sown? The very existence of these questions would have made many of my colleagues doubt the quality of your character, but it won't in this case. The Inquisition, which I represent, is willing to show extraordinary faith in your person. For the sake of our invaluable partnership, I'm going to ignore any minor liberties that you, esteemed rogue trader, may have afforded yourself or may again in the future. I hope you appreciate the generosity of this offer, as your predecessor once did.
Theodora cooperate with you?
And benefited greatly from it. The warrant's power is not without limit, and neither is the protection it provides. All those mysterious expeditions, dubious experiments, collections of xenotech oddities are dangerous pastimes. It takes more than the Emperor's permission to pursue them without consequences. One must also make sure I am not displeased by it. Let me demonstrate how it works. In your retinue, there is a Psyker who is yet to receive Terra's sanction, which, as we both know, is a grave threat and a blasphemy to the laws of the Imperium. I am aware of this secret, but I'm not displeased in the slightest. And so she lives on, your handy Psyker, Idira Tlass.
Now that Theodora is concerned about the fate of the dynasty and certain restricting obligations, is perhaps due to your partnership with her? Cannot deny the possibility that Lady Theodora may have lamented losing some of the freedom she enjoyed prior to my arrival in the Expanse, or I'll deny that our partnership began with me exerting a certain amount of influence. Also gives you a sharper look. However, you are not Lady Theodora. Let's put the difficulties that encumbered our relationship to rest along with her. Do not recommend troubling yourself with affairs of the past, for they have no bearing on your present position. Theodora chose to forget about this particular matter. Follow her example, and your fate will be better for it. Why such an interest in my person?
You haven't been in a position of power for long, and so one can forgive you for not noticing the troubling changes. The cult of the Final Dawn is spreading in the Dargonus expanse. Not the first or the last heresy that has afflicted this sector, but one that is surprisingly resilient. Mysterious convoys are sliding by, bound for systems in the heathen stars. Just your humdrum pirate trade, wouldn't you say? Then why are the pirates themselves clueless? The Xenos, who have caused trouble in the sector before, have expanded their activities in the last few decades, and there is a logic and method to their previously chaotic raids. Even 2 packs of space wolves, blessed space marines summoned in my name, did not cool their interest in the expanse. A mighty explorative fleet, which has studied the expanse for hundreds of years, has suddenly stopped responding to communication and sunk into a dispute over a tech heresy that was considered dead a couple of centuries ago. House Chorda has clamped down on insurgents, yet its acts of brutality breed troublemakers just as quickly as they're executed, and this bloody carousel has consumed the attention of the esteemed incendiar. Koligos Winterscale has abruptly lost all interest in his domain, and his only apparent concern now is hunting even more dangerous xenobeasts. And the third and final rogue trader has unexpectedly perished, stabbed in the back by her own master of whispers. The Expanse is swiftly losing its protectors right when communication with the Imperium is being disrupted by the raging warp. Basically, all the Expanse has left is me and you, if you follow my instructions.
Alright, what kind of deal are we talking about?
I make no deals, and Emperor forbid that I give you orders. That would mean infringing on your privileges. I'm merely offering well-meaning recommendations and expecting that when the Expanse finds itself in danger, you will break away from your own affairs to heed them. As proof of the seriousness of my hopes for you, I can assign Heinrichs as your escort. He is my best agent, and I would not offer his company to anyone but my most trusted ally.
Alright, I'll keep Henrix with me. When Henrix can continue to accompany me.
Then Master Van Kellogg's will remain in place. It puts me at ease to know that there is someone to watch over you.
I consider it an honor to accompany you.
Thank
My
you.
favor takes other forms as well. Please accept this gift as a sign of my favor. In an hour of need, give it to any faithful servant of the Emperor, and the Inquisition will come to your aid.
Singer ring from his finger and hands it to you. Notice an intricate personal coat of arms on it.
The color indicates how close the bearer is to the Lord Inquisitor. Scarlet means that you have shed your blood for the good of the Imperium, and therefore, you deserve to have his servants shed their blood for you.
The warrior gains plus 25 persuasion and the Inquisitor's decree ability. Be used once per combat. The Signet of the Inquisitor grants great powers. Momentum increased by plus 30. Burning, bleeding, and toxin effects are removed from all allies, including the Signet's wearers. All allies, including Signet wearers, gain wearer's persuasion divided by 7 temporary wounds, and plus wearer's persuasion divided by 10% armor until the end of combat. Well, dang. Is there no reason to refuse such a generous gift?
Then we have reached a consensus, and I am pleased to see it. Here is where we part. My shuttle is waiting. It is time for me to return to my watch, for you to sleep, and for your servant to wake up. Until next we meet.
Alright.
Well, you will obviously want to discuss what just happened. But not now, I presume. Right now, it would be better for you to rest and think on the Lord Inquisitor's words in private. I bid you good night, rogue trader.
Alright. Well, that was a lot. And still, no one has yet to be shot. Wait. Just noticed, PC face messed up at some point. There we go. Oh, completed chapter 2. Just got an achievement.
The rise of the rogue trader Heir restored a tenuous equilibrium to the Fon Valancius Protectorate. For a time, threats subsided, activity returned to trade routes, and reclaimed worlds began to heal. The new Lord Captain's subjects praised the God Emperor and their leader wholeheartedly.
Oh crap,
None
Drukhari.
knew what fate might await them.
You'll spend the first few hours of your morning listening to the high-effect tomes lengthy report on the latest trade exchanges, arrangements, disputes, and countless bureaucratic procedures. From outside the illuminated, tightly closed windows, you can hear the muffled sounds of Dargonus and its everyday life. Life has been passing you by lately, as you have been preoccupied with the affairs of your Proctorate from dawn till dusk. Glincha barely contains a yawn. Once generous Donrock has finished, she pulls out her dad's slate. Thank you for your report, High Factum. Your work is highly appreciated both by everyone here and the Adeptus Administratum. Lordship, we're almost done here. Just need to go over your final items of today's agenda. I would like to report to you personally. To the God Emperor's blessing of diligent subjects. Speak. Let me pass on gifts from your loyal subjects. The high nobility of Dargonus. It goes without saying that every living soul in your Brookhart is blessed to serve your lordship faithfully and wholeheartedly. However, this humble gesture is meant as a token of deepest appreciation of your magnanimity towards their esteemed families. People, uniform kits, provisions, fuel. Okay. Mr. Ferry made arrangements for the delivery of several tons of supplies for your future journeys. The house is also transferring a regiment of its finest into your personal charge. Each of these brave troopers has undergone rigorous voidfarer training and will be humbled to lay down their life for you, Lord Captain. Clementia is trying to maintain a neutral expression, but you can see her face is beaming with pride. Please command them as you see fit. Lord Captain, news of particular import has come from the house's intelligence network. Lord Inquisitor Calgazar is rumored to be planning a visit to Footfall. A number of Imperial Navy ships were commandeered by Lord Calgazar, and they are being scrambled to Footfall. Furthermore, we have received reports claiming that secret messages were delivered to the capital walls of houses Kordiev and Winterskull. It's possible Lord Inquisitor's call to arms may smother the conflict that's brewing between the two dynasties. We are seeing an increasing number of skirmishes between their ships and neutral systems. I do not doubt that Her Ladyship Cordia will attempt to sway Lord Inquisitor to her side. Especially since Lordship Winterskull's luck seems to be running out. Riots have broken out in several of his worlds, and yet has shown no intention on quelling them. Instead, the rogue trader has inflicted brutal punishment upon one of his oldest colonies, Vesuvia Secundus, based on the allegations of seditious sentiment. Oddly enough, our agents were unable to find any proof of sedition among the populace there. As soon as we have any updates, you will be first to know, your lordship. Clementia's glanced down at her Lastly, your pet Xenos, Urlet, I believe, is seeking a meeting with you. She had the audacity to defile the rogue trader's palace with her profane presence and refuses to leave until she has spoken with you. I never presumed to be able to read the emotions of Xenos, but Eldari appeared perturbed. I believe she mentions a voice shift of some sort. It may be best if she told you everything directly. And with that, please allow me and Master Donrock to take our leave. Chancellor and High Factum offer you Blah. Offer you their vows. Perhaps that last request will serve as a welcome distraction. Indeed, your lordship's stay on Dargonus has been rather long. However, your proctor is now enjoying a period of relative stability that, for the time being, no longer demands your lordship's personal involvement in his affairs. Glory to the rogue trader. Presuming Lord Catton, sometime when he is not busy with his direct duties. And the Cecil ceremony is taking place on the guns. The name is spread across the presence commands and a resounding echo. Incident. The Nadir is almost does not remember how it came to be. Perhaps the passive influence that holds the key to understand the mystery of this house's strange entity appeared in the bowels of the rogue trader void ship. For the Varge, and perhaps she can unveil the truth. Dablard, talk to the officers. Tiki furniture is obviously well cared for, but sort of still cover lost guts, scratch and stain. Shirts of the previous rogue traders sat at this table. This is our. Alright, so let's go meet with Yerlet. Oh, there you are. Hello. Ellen talk. Unless you've left your ornate cage. Yerlet casts a look over the stone palace walls. For many a turn have I sought to meet you, and yet your servant, the one who is like the silver-haired Abelard, but twice as young, is no favor for the requests of a child of Asura. Take me to the place where the hearing of others will not steal the words intended for you. Okay. While you were mending the wounds of this wolf left by the Twisted One's attacks, I was able to discover, no, not crude or accurate fate, merely traces of it, as Miron found sanctuary under the bells of the Lilithan's force. So did my other kin find refuge in the system known as the Atlas Reach. We must make a journey there with haste, before new dangers destroy the witnesses who can show me a way to Lost Krudark, whose fate remains threatened by the stars. Without focuses her piercing gaze on you. The knowledge is the sole thread that may lead me to the truth, Alantalk. I ask that your metal-winged ship take me along that thread before it tears under the strain of time and circumstance. How are you able to contact those Eldari? No, I did not contact the Asrani. I have no means to do so. I had enough time to explore the stone jungle of your world while you were preoccupied with your urgent matters. The path of the outcast has taught me to observe and listen to the world around me. In this case, the throngs of Monkai at the port, errant conversations, rumors, chance words. Like part of a speckled mosaic, they came together to form a hazy image. Akin were seen in the Atlas Reach, and now all we have to do is pull up the web of connections. Possibilities can cover whatever is concealed from the unseen eye. Alright, give me the coordinates. I shall take you wherever you wish to go. You will? The ice in Yerlet's eyes melt away for a moment. Thank you, Alantalk. This path indeed takes me to the truth. I will be indebted to you. Very happening between our kinds. Yeah, I'm just stuck waiting for news, so. Our current hide is situated at the edge of her. Establish contact seems impossible, so Rogue Trader should personally head to their last known coordinates. Alright. Ablar. Around the grounds, I will check the secretary's reports and keep an eye on the logistics. Master Iron has done his job well. A little scrutiny goes a long way with him. Isles of Solace. Okay, I shouldn't be laying around. Oh, shuttle. Cool. Lack of reserves, as well as led your nobles to become extremely complacent. Today alone, over at 3 statements that so one grounds for a charge of heresy. Worship, how may be of service? Oh, I could talk to you about fighting there. Okay, whatever. Dear, good old Dargonus is born here. Theodora, Valencia. Anything you have to say? Lordship. I hope your shame will be banished or physical missing. Okay.
What's a peculiar thing?
Oh. Shard of crystallized darkness. Yeah, let's not leave that laying around. Sure. Cassia. Compliments to your taste of art. Collection of the accents was interesting. Traits, not noticing your presence. Is it bad that I'm actually looking forward to a random encounter for a warp jump just so that way combat happens? There has been a lot of talking this stream. And nothing went wrong for the ceremony. How did nothing go wrong? Yeah. Sure, I've done a good job repairing the place. Yeah. Oh, I didn't notice that they were on the map. Have I ever pulled up the map? Is that a piece of cheese? Step on it. Well, it's the Voyship Bridge.
Let me preempt your question. You want to talk about what happened after the Magna Excessia?
I'm still waiting for an explanation.
An explanation? Lord Inquisitor Xavier Calcazar deemed it necessary, after observing the new rogue trader von Valancius in a social setting, to have a private conversation with you. The lack of warning is used to dispose the subject towards a more direct conversation and less prepared answers. You emerged whole and unscathed from the encounter. Trust me, that counts as more than a happy ending to a conversation with my mentor. And you have been given a gift. An official demonstration of his opinion of you and your activities. I will struggle to find anything to add to that.
Yeah, fair.
We will not discuss this again. As I see it, The Lord Captain would do better to focus on his immediate duties than to continue ruminating on what is past.
Huh, I just noticed I no longer have the option to give Yarlet to Henrix. Not that I have an issue with that, I mean, like, wasn't gonna do it anyways, but it's just interesting that it was an option. Huh, does the word epitaph mean anything to you, or perhaps incident? That, or tech blight? That's all something to do with Theodore's travels, or the extraordinary travels of that. Can't say they do, Lord Captain. Doesn't ring any bells. Then again, remembering the quest Theodore went is his brow furrows. Epitaph incident. I've had heaps of incidents happening on board, but through my implants, I feel at one with the ship, and I sense that. And I don't know when it happened exactly. It started behaving differently, became more responsive. Livelier. Yes, livelier is exactly the word. When you said epitaph and incident, it just dawned on me. From a bungled report, Lord Captain. That's all I got to say on the front. Okay. Lord Captain.
Lord Captain, your presence is welcome. And I wish to apologize for my prior coldness. After our first meeting, I was concerned that he would turn out to be another faithless offshoot of the von Valancius dynasty, like the traitor Conrad. But now I see before me a worthy leader and servant of the Imperium. I am glad to accompany you in your endeavors.
I'd like to discuss Salus Prime and that relic you wanted to find.
Of course. My mission is all I can think about.
Say Argento, whose relic you're searching for.
Gladly. Listen. Long ago, there was a blessed world. Thousands of stars covered the sky there, so bright that its denizens hardly knew the darkness of night. Thousands of rivers nurtured the soil. Thousands of gardens bloomed every spring, and at every moment, thousands of prayers were flying into the clear air, thanking and praising the Emperor.
Okay.
But one day, the people learned the meaning of darkness. Like a storm, accursed heretics who had sold themselves to the archenemy descended upon the planet. Shells flew from the sky that desolated whole cities and burned the gardens and filled the riverbeds with the blood of the faithful. Smoke and soot swallowed the skies and the 1,000 stars that had once shone over the world. Among the handful of survivors was one orphan who had watched all her family die, and the garden she'd grown up in burned to ash. But in her heart, she knew the absolute truth. Just these 3 words. The Emperor protects. And knowing that, she never looked away from the black, terrifying, smoke-covered sky. There were no more bright stars to be seen. Except for one. The one star. The bright star. The silver star shone in the sky. And when the orphan smiled at it, the one star fell right into her hands. All the faithful in every corner of the continent who saw the trail of the falling star recognized it as an omen and went looking for the place where it landed. And they rallied together. And with the light of the one star, they found their salvation.
Nice. Girl from the story. That was Saint Argenta?
Yes, that was the beginning of her hagiography. It is known that she lived on a world where heretics staged a terrible insurrection. They wiped out all life on the planet, except those whom Saint Argenta managed to save with the one star, and with the strength of her faith. After that, she traveled between worlds, gripped by turmoil on her ship marked with a silver star, and brought hope to the faithful. Numerous accounts confirm this. Her coming helped people turn the tide of the war, and wipe away corruption before the Imperium's main forces even arrive. Millions of people owed their lives to her, but the heretics, having realized their imminent defeat, sent the remnants of their forces after the ship with the Silver Star. It fell from the skies onto an obscure world. There are no definitive records of how old Argenta was at the time. In some chronicles, she's even called the Child Saint, but their credibility is questionable. Either way, she didn't live long, but she left a bright trail in her wake, like a falling star.
So what is this one star?
If I only knew. Neither the hagiography nor the legends give a straight answer. Classical iconographers believed that the star turned into a banner woven from silver thread, which, when brought onto the battlefield, would shed light that blinded only heretics, but did no harm to the faithful. Most of them portrayed Saint Argenta as a girl carrying this banner. Others think that upon falling from the sky, the one star became a holy chainsword, which Argenta later used to strike down monsters and enemies of the Imperium. In some of the earlier engravings, Argenta is depicted wearing power armor with a silver star on her chest. One theological theory suggests that this armor was, in fact, the relic. Some even think that the one star is actually the ship on which Argenta traveled. I feel that my undertaking will be fulfilled when I find the answer that has eluded the Ecclesiarchy for millennia. I pray we find the way to Salus Prime soon. The ruinous powers must be aligned against us. They stand in the way of faith.
Okay.
One day we will reach Salus Prime and stand before the gates of Saint Argenta's ship. I know it. I believe.
All right. Gotcha.
Words cannot describe how boring the bridge is without our stimulating conversations.
Okay, nothing more to talk about
I
here.
have enjoyed your company.
Let's see here. So Idira, Abelard, and Voxmaster. What? Oof to Cassia of like, can't wait to have a good conversation, and then I just dip. Atlas Reach. So now there's something going on down here, so what's the fastest route to get there? I love all the red lines up here of me just saying screw it and jumping anywhere and everywhere. No, let's just do it again. Chart the course. Zoom. Yeah, demons. It's a random encounter I've had before, but you know, screw it. Let's just blow up some demons. And then I'll go do Nomus's talking. Oh, of course it's this one.
To the top or get left in the dust.
Sometimes you consult the appropriate treaties on Tactica Imperialis and weigh every step. Sometimes, though, you just fire your biggest cannon and save the day.
Your heresy ends here.
Avalar just running in place. Nice. Glad I could break something.
is. Not this Greyer's job.
Oh, holy crap, what happened to my model? There we go. Why did that happen? It's been happening like that throughout the day. Thank you for pointing that out. I have no idea why that happens.
Will do. But of course.
Oops, I put them down in the wrong order.
Anything is. Will do.
Hey, explosion move times 2. Reception bonus divided by 3. Well, they changed this. I wonder if it's fixed now.
Was it you? Or
Oh, my parries while still walking in place. Oh, this is so stupid. Oh, I forgot to give Eurolette her new rifle.
If it serves your cause. If I must. This tedium is beneath me. If it serves your cause, I understand your intent. If it serves your cause, no weakness is hidden from my sight. I am not your Xenos pet mortal. Another soul slips beyond the veil. If it serves your cause.
Oh. That's hilarious. It glitched and gave her a second turn for some reason. I love how it moved just to hit that pink core. Ooh, got a good lineup right there. Stack all my abilities.
I'll make it happen.
Nice.
Who if not me?
So it does work now. Because I appropriately removed its stuff.
Was inevitable. I'll make it happen.
Nice. Oh, things glitched. I gotta shoot again.
See to it,
Nice. It's a lot of damage. Oh my god, I love this glitch. It's so stupid.
Vomit. You never stood a chance.
Be careful not to cross my gaze. Isn't this a job for the serfs? I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
This tedium is beneath me. I am not your Xenos pet, monster. Feel you moving? No more.
Nice.
Fortune favors the swift.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart.
Oh, now to see this heavy bolter.
Faith without deeds is worthless. Doubt is for the weak.
Crap. Need to get her the one trait that allows her cheaper use of heavy weapons.
Indeed. Victory is imminent. At your beck and call. What view and target? It will be done.
He continues to run. Insects been crawling under your skin. Yeah, it's an oof, but fine.
But of course.
Stars in those forests fill the air. We are still technically fine.
On it. I know what is to come. Will do. Anything else?
Okay, that's about to get kicked. Begone, bot.
I understand your intent. No weakness is hidden from my sight. I am not your Xenos pet. Another soul slips beyond the veil. I'll deal death with my hands.
I'll see. accepts your lot.
Nice.
It's as good as done.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain. I am a navigator.
Another turn to Abelard.
At your back, like the aftermath of an orbital strike. No matter the cost. I will do. I took care of this one. It will be the target well struck.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
It's because I had him go into combat by charging, which caused an oddity.
As the Emperor commands. Power resides in the will of the righteous. I'll do it. As the Emperor commands, I act. Doubt is for the weak. Faith without deeds is
I don't know if this is better than her just using a regular bolter, but it sure is fun. And because of weird glitch thing.
as the Emperor commands.
Victory is imminent. Indeed. What? You are target. I will do my duty.
Was that you? Or... On it. Will do. But of course.
He fell? Nope.
I took care of this one.
If it serves your cause, this tedium is beneath me. If it serves your cause, ancestors guide me.
To fight like this.
I was hoping to over-penetrate Abelard.
I understand your intent. I am not your Xenos pet monkey.
Hit 14 stacks.
Never stood a chance.
200 damage. Holy crap. Get wrecked, little
See to
craps.
it personally. Your end was inevitable.
If I may. Isn't this a job for the serfs? Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Reduced to dust!
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
I'll do it. My Emperor! This is unacceptable.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Stop mocking me.
Alright, now to see what Kiev Gamma wants. Depths of the past. Heresy rears its head in Kiev Gamma. Remnants of vile forces cause compulsions in workers and technomats. So I can just execute them. Or let a cure to the compulsions be found. Declare the victims martyrs. Let's try to find a cure. That might cause something else to happen. Baltic Imperial search for a means to get rid of the compulsions. The colonies and inhabitants not continue to suffer their onset. Okay. That was it. That's all I had to come and do. Chaos Space Marine.
I always have a backup plan.
Okay, I got 4 bloodletters down here. Evlard is still doing the thing.
I will exterminate every last one of you.
Anything is. Will do. Anything else? Was that you? Or
Or something, yeah. Dude's just ready to go.
on it? Anything else?
He passed.
navigator is coming. If I may. Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Doubt is for the weak. It's why I was chosen.
I don't know how that line works, but that was a really cool line. I'm gonna take it.
This tedium is beneath me. If it serves your cause, I will not. If I must. No weakness is hidden from my sight. I am not your Xenos pet more.
At your beck and call. Victory is imminent. An exemplary strike.
Get wrecked, fool.
Faith without deeds is worthless. As the Emperor comes, why I was chosen. I'll do it.
Get wrecked.
Don't let your guard down. I'll make it happen. Who if not me? It's as good as done. I'll make it happen. Consider this a taste of what's to come. I'll see to it personally. You should have thought twice before crossing me.
Alright. Round 2. Some scorched flesh fills the air, and that's fine. Let some cracks appear in your skin. This is fine.
But of course.
He succeeded, so he's just blind again. I can work with that.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
As the Emperor commands.
Nice.
I'm afraid not. Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Dead.
I understand your intent. This tedium is beneath me. Hear you moving. No more. If it serves your cause, I'll deal death with my hands. If I must, ancestors guide me. My heart sings with the thrill of battle. Fortune favors the swift.
My place is at the fore. It will be done. Grey hair, sure hair. Indeed. Will rule the stars themselves. I've seen worse battles than this in my time. I will do my duty. Up you and up. Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. Reduced to dust.
Dead. Oh, I was walking in place. Oh yeah, like he is just an absolute menace. It is so great. Just hit Daring Breach, have him run across the entire field and stab some things to death. Plants. Yep, Mixer is not an illusion, so I don't waste for provisions. Now to the Atlas Reach system. Of course, it's this one again. It's freaking screamers and horrors. They just won't leave us alone.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
What advice do you seek? Just a minor setback. The sooner we start,
What are they all doing over here? If you don't love screamers.
Cover me. Will do. On it. Anything else? What, of course. Anything else? On it.
is for the weak. As the Emperor commands.
Any cool lineups I can do? Nope.
I understand your intent. I am not your Xenos pet. No weakness is hidden from my sight. Another soul slips beyond the veil. This tedium is beneath me. Ancestors, guide me! If it serves your cause. I am not your Xenos pet, monkey.
A tactically sound approach. I've suffered worse. At your beck and call. It will be an exemplary strike.
I'll make it happen.
Alright, I have to do all my setup for this dude.
On it. I'll make it happen. Who if not me? Another enemy down. I'll see to it personally.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Pew.
Isn't this a job for the serfs? I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Target well struck.
You took the path of explode.
I'll do it. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Fortunately, the Urlet got stunned, because otherwise her follow-up shot would have killed that thing.
It will be done. Indeed.
And I still don't have line of sight on those guys, considering the thing between us is torn down.
On it. I'll see to it personally.
Oops. Didn't actually have enough to get through that. Whatever.
Who, if not me? It's as good as done. Best defense is a good offense.
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet. If I may, isn't this a job for the serfs? I am a navigator, not a servitor.
I'll do it. Faith without deeds is worthless. I'll do it. As the Emperor commands, I act.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Grey hair, sure hand.
There is movement in the Imperial.
Sap.
The whisper of the unleashed.
I use a heroic act and I'm already maxed out on momentum again.
I'm not so sure.
This poor thing spawned with an injury.
Anything else? Was it you? Or anything else?
Guided by faith.
Alright.
I'll do it. As the Emperor commands, I act. Doubt is for the weak.
Revel and slaughtered twice. Nice. That could have been a better shot, but yeah.
I move as if unseen. If I must. I hear you moving no more.
I will do my duty. It will be done. One target at your beck and call. Reduce to dust. For Ancius. It will be done. Grey hair, sure hair. One fewer target.
Alright, oh, that's enough fight cleared. Surprised, I've been going for 3 hours and there's only been 3 fights. 2 of them were the same fight. Hidden knowledge. Lord Captain, contract and entry, we have arrived at coordinates you specified. Docker is now registered any activity on service on local planets, biological or otherwise. But maybe the Xenos are using their arcane technology to conceal their presence. Despite this, the Docker crew managed to locate a faint signal at the system's edge. According to their data, it's coming from an unidentified vessel drifting in the orbit of a local gas giant. My kin could have been faced with a new threat. Scavengers like pirate or something worse. They were taken prisoner. His voice is trembling with something that could be either anger or fear. Begging Alan talk. Let us go to the shuttle. I can feel the thread of fate is frayed and is about to snap. I cannot miss what may be the only chance to solve the mystery behind the disappearance of my home. Alright. I'm actually going to be in the stream here. It's getting late for me. So we got an interesting thing to pick up stream on next time. I was hoping this would be like a dialogue thing, but it's actually apparently going to be an actual like interaction and all that sort of stuff. So that'll be for another day because I'm getting pretty tired today. I will continue this come next Thursday, though. Continuing on with Warhammer 40k, going into Chapter 3 now. Starting off with doing something for Eurolet. This is actually considered a Chapter 3 quest, not a companion quest, so who knows what will happen. But that's going to be it for this today. My next stream will be next Monday with Horizon Forbidden West. Hopefully I will stream it. I have missed it I have failed to stream it for the past 3 weeks because of random crap happening. So hopefully I'll be able to do that next time. So, with all that said, that's going to be it for stream today. Save the game. That's all I said though. Thank you for watching. Excuse me. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good time whatever time zone you're in, and yeah, bye for now.